switch or nothing like I did last week?
Put that up there first. Put the other part like here, right here.
this is what it's all about. High school football playoff action at its best here at the Creek Bank. Ohatchee hosting Fyffe tonight. It's the number 1 Fyffe Red Devils and the number 3 Ohatchee Indians in a classic matchup in the quarterfinals here of the AHSAA High School State Playoffs. These two teams met a couple of years ago up in Fyffe, and perhaps that night Ohatchee might have been the better team, but mistakes doomed the Indians to a loss. Since that time, Fyffe has gone on to win 42 straight and 2 state championships, and they're looking to add a third to that, this time in Class 3A. Hello, everyone. I'm Grady Sapp, alongside the coach, the champ, Eddie Bullock, alongside here again tonight at the Creek Bank. And, Coach, we've been looking for this game for really since that game. We wanted to see a rematch, and finally here in 2020, we get one.
Well, we started talking about it at the beginning of the season, and we got our wish. I'm excited, man. I think we're about to see an explosive football game tonight.
Well, the two teams know each other very, very well because Coach Scott Martin went to Fyffe and installed it here at Ohatchee when he became the coach here. So it's like looking at mirror images of one another across the line of scrimmage.
Right, there's a lot of intangibles there. With Coach teaching Coach Martin how to run the offense, he got to come out and prove that it's hard to beat the master.
There you go, and we got a perfect night for football. It's going to be down in the lower 50s, upper 40s by the time this one is over. Ohatchee and Fyffe coming up here on the Friday Night Network as we head to our first break of the night. Let's take a look back at the highlights from last week as the Ohatchee Indians rolled over Winfield here on the Creek Bank. Wynn's going to drop straight back. He's going to look right. He's got time, and he's got a man down the field. It is caught. Big play. Here's Enos going to run the quarterback draw out the middle. Eli Enos. He is in the clear, and he is gone. Touchdown, Ohatchee. In the flat, setting up that little bubble screen, and the ball is ripped loose, caught in the air. Ohatchee got it. Enos going to fake it to Fuller, going to look, put it in the air, got a man out there, caught in the middle of the field, makes one man miss, and he's going to be off inside the 30 and now chased out of bounds. Right, there's Fuller on that student body watch, sheds the first tackle down the sideline. Noah Fuller, he's in. Touchdown, Ohatchee. Look at the left, got some time, goes down the field, got a man caught, and tight-roping on the sidelines. Well, let's see. Titch, touchdown. Yeah, I couldn't see. Fake it to Fuller, now a little bootleg by Enos. He's going to drop it over the middle, got a man caught. That's Pesnell with the catch, and that is going to be a little bootleg action. He's got Pesnell all by himself. He's not going to see him. He's going to keep it. And there goes Eli Enos down the far sideline. Enos is going to be drugged down. Give it to Fuller. Fuller going to lower the head, and he's in. Touchdown, Indians. Here's Eli Enos once again, and there is Eli Enos in the clear once again. Enos is gone. Touchdown, Ohatchee. Try the right side, cuts it back up inside. There goes Noah Fuller. He is in the clear. Fuller is going to go. Touchdown, Indians, and they have blown this one wide open. By the time he's hit, he's going to be sacked. Again, the snap is low. He fields it. Now he drops back. Now he's going to fire down. Man wide open. Caught and touchdown. Ohatchee. Got pressure coming. Steps away from that. Fires it downfield and caught. Touchdown. Rather dropping back is Quinn. Over the shoulder catch. Perfect throw and catch. Give it off to Wallace. He's going to walk it in the end zone and make that toast.
But Winfield kept the starters in. So.
And there comes Noah Fuller. Inside the 40. Fuller is gone. A touchdown. Ohatchee. One play. 57 yards. Vice is going to carry it, and Vice is going to pop it out. And there goes Vice inside the 10, inside the 5. Well done. Maswell hand it off. And that's Vice. Big hole right up the middle in the end zone. Touchdown, Indians. As Tyler Vice takes it in.
Blue Mountain Pallet and Wood Recycling is a locally owned business and has been serving Northeast Alabama since 1997. We provide a variety of wood products at reasonable prices. We support our churches, schools, and law enforcement. Ronald Reagan once said, entrepreneurs and their small enterprises are responsible for almost all the economic growth in the United States. Blue Mountain Pallet, 3614 Old Birmingham Highway. Come see us.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit Debit Card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit. We've got spirit at FNN Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of J.D. Hess, Tim Hodges, Fred Wilson, Eli Henderson, and Lee Patterson, ask you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. With our beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums, our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you are considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You'll be glad you did. Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is the home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99, then bring it for free refills throughout the year. And save every day with your Grub Mart Super Saver Card. When you're on the go, it's good to know Grub Mart has everything you need. Gas, diesel, and delicious Oleo donuts. In business over 78 years, visit your local Grub Mart today.
Welcome back to the AHSAA third round postseason play. It is the FNN High School Game of the Week here from Ohatchee on the Creek Bank. Tonight's game is presented by Snow Timber Company in Ohatchee. Snow Timber Company is your go-to resource for all of your timber and land management needs. They buy and sell timber, everything from clear cut and replanting to thinning and routine harvesting. They do land clearing, build and maintain roads. Estimating and total land management services are all available. Call Chad Snow at Snow Timber Company at 256-689-2572 and let him guide you through all of your timber and land management needs. Well, we've got a huge one tonight on the Creek Bank, but as we said last week and the week before, they're all huge when you get to this point of the season. It's time to take a look at, and to do that, we'll welcome in from the production trailer out behind the grandstands here, Jim Jacobs.
Anybody excited tonight?
Absolutely, absolutely. I know I am.
Everybody in the stadium is excited.
Boy, I think so. Let me switch to camera 5 over here and give folks a good look down that Fyffe sideline over there where they have come to play, Grady.
They have indeed, and they have got a packed stands across the way. The Fyffe Red Devils have come out in force tonight, as are the homestanding Ohatchee Indians. It should be a fantastic game, and of course we've got a great atmosphere for it here on the Creek Bank. All right, in Class 1A in the big ones, well, there are none. No area teams remaining tonight, so we will move along and head into Class 2A. That's where you'll find Spring Garden taking on North Sand Mountain and Lynette at Leroy.
Let me sum the first one up quick. GGG.
Go Garden, go.
That's it, baby.
I like it.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, I think the Garden takes it, and I also think Lynette rolls at Leroy tonight.
Yeah, I think Lynette is one of the best teams we've seen this year, guys, and I don't see them having any problem advancing to the semifinals.
Right.
In 3A, of course, we've got this one tonight, which we won't pick, being as we're calling the football game, but 12-0 and 11-1, 1-3. It doesn't get much better than that. And now we've got a couple more teams from this region that Ohatchee is in. Sachs at 9-3, taking on Piedmont. Of course, for the Wildcats, their losses were to Piedmont, to Ohatchee, and to Wellborn. So pretty good Sachs team over there that Coach Miller's put together this year.
Yeah, but I think they're going to take another loss. Hard to beat the man. I think Piedmont is a little bit too strong for them.
Boy, I tell you what, if Piedmont winds up, getting through next week and, on to another blue map opportunity, they are going to look back on that game they won at Wellborn and just how kind the bracket that they slipped into has been to them, because it's been a cakewalk compared to this side, Coach.
You're absolutely correct. Anytime you can dodge Fyffe and Ohatchee and Webb, and all three of them in the same bracket, you got a cakewalk.
Well, I'll tell you, they'll have a tough one next week, whomever they play, if they beat Sachs tonight, and I do like the Bulldogs to win that one as well. All right, next up, Bibb County, who eked out a win last week against Anniston. They are on the road at Hanley tonight. Northside is at Etowah tonight. And we'll take a look at that first one, Coach. They struggled. Bibb County did on the road to beat Anniston last night. Now they go down to Handley and take on that bunch we saw earlier that looked awfully good.
Right. I don't think they struggle. I just think they go home. Real simple. Real simple.
Pete Coach is sending them back to Centerville.
Yes, he is. I agree with him, Jim. I think Handley wins that one. And, we kind of were questioning Etowah going into the postseason, but they've reeled off 2 wins. Can they pick up a third at home tonight?
Well, I think they got a chance. They definitely talented enough, but again, it depends on which Etowah team show up. So.
Well, Gordo awaits the winner. We know that from last night. So whoever wins this one is going to have their hands full with a bunch of folks with a big G on the side of their helmet.
Well, I'm going to take the Blue Devils tonight at home.
Yeah, I was going to tell you guys, I talked to some people who kind of know Etowah pretty well, and they seem to think that they're 2 touchdowns better than Northside. We'll see what happens.
All right, moving along to Class 5A. Central Clay County is on the road tonight at St. Paul's, and Pleasant Grove, Martin Wiley thought is maybe the best team in Class 5A throughout most of the season. They're up at Alexandria at Death Valley tonight. That's 2 great matchups in Class 5A.
2 excellent matchups, and Danny Horn is hard to beat, but with St. Paul playing at home, that's going to be a tough task.
Coach, you're hurting me. I can't believe you're saying that.
That's going to be a tough task.
Nah, Central Clay County all the way in that one, boys.
St. Paul got some grown men.
St. Paul's is an awfully good football team, but they're going against the legend tonight. Can Danny Horn go to South Alabama and pull it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I definitely believe he can, but I'm going to do the analytics there. I'm going to pick St. Paul on that one at home.
All right, you're going with your head, not your heart, huh, Coach?
Right.
All right, I'm going with Central Clay County just to back up Grady.
I appreciate that, Jim. And by the way, my head's got 2 state championships more on the mantle, so this worked out all right. My heart has. All right, Pleasant Grove and Alexandria. This one, everybody's kind of been looking forward to seeing this one. Alexandria, great season. Can they beat Pleasant Grove?
I think they definitely got an opportunity to beat them. But, again, even with the Ghost out there, I've seen Pleasant Grove play, and they're awfully good.
So does that mean you're taking the Grove?
I'm going to take Pleasant Grove in a close one. But
Coach, I've had a funny feeling about this game all week. In fact, I talked with Coach Ginn early in the week, and I told him, I said, now look, I know everybody thinks Pleasant Grove's the odds-on favorite in this one, but you need to get out some of your daddy's old films and get to work.
Right. Now, if the Ghosts show up, man.
I got a feeling, Coach. I'm telling you.
So you're taking Alexandria?
I'm taking Alexandria.
Ooh.
I just got a feeling that Pleasant Grove might lay an egg tonight.
Well, Jim backed me up a while ago, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Valley Coast and back him up on this one.
And, I mean, there is absolutely no logic to that pick at all. I'm going with the Ghost.
There we go. The Ghost. Take another one. All right, how about 6A? Love these 2 matchups. Oxford at 11-1 hadn't lost since the opening game to 7A Thompson at Pinson Valley. Their former nemesis, who they tough one over at Pinson Valley to take on the Indians.
I think it's tough, but I don't think it's too tall of a task for Oxford to handle. Oxford has beat some great teams, and lost to a great team. So I think Oxford up for the task. I'm going with the Yellow Jackets on the road.
I'm going with Big O, Jim. I think they get it done tonight. Big O wins again.
Well, I think you got to pick them.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know that they're going to win it, but I think you got to pick them just because of the offensive firepower that they have. I mean, Higgins to Rock Taylor and to Warren Britt, and even little Cam Etheridge is getting in on the act. They are an incredibly talented offensive football team, and the trick is going to be, can Pinson Valley slow them down and keep them out of zone.
And, of course, the next one, Clay Chalkville is at Mountain Brook. That is a really evenly matched ball game tonight.
Right. I think that's a coin toss right there. 2 good teams, 2 great teams, and that's a tough pick, because, both of them bring a lot in. But, I guess I have to lean toward Mountain Brook at home.
Coach, we're just not agreeing tonight. I'm going to go with Clay Chalkville on the road. I think that's a pretty good football team again that they put together. They came in and gave Oxford all they wanted last year on the road, and I like them to win tonight, Jim.
Well, I'm going with Clay Chalkville for strictly selfish reasons. If Oxford wins and Clay Chalkville wins, I know where we're going to be next Friday night, and I like that idea.
Coach, I hate to break this to you, but we'll be on top of the press box next to these big speakers. It's really loud up there. But I hope Oxford wins too, and I hope that's where we are next week. We'll find out. Of course, that's 6A, and of course now tonight, the one at hand.
Oh boy!
Wow, we've been looking for this one for a couple of years. Well, we finally got what we asked for tonight, guys. It don't get much better than this. It just doesn't. 1-3. And, you know, I really felt like the 2018 Ohatchee had the better team that night, but they made too many mistakes to win the ball game.
I agree. I think that, and that's one of the beauties about Fyffe team is that they've been together and they so well coached, they just don't make a lot of mistakes.
Versus number 2 in the state.
Well, you look at that. If you look at the screen, 45 points a game, 5 scores. They only give up 6.6 points a game. Their closest game this season was 21 points, and that was a 21-0 shutout. They've won 42 in a row. That's the 8th best all time in the state of Alabama. But it trails by quite a ways. Central Clay County, or Clay County High School, won 55 without a tie. The all-time record was, I think, 64. By Tuscaloosa way back in the 20s and 30s. So Fyffe is an impressive bunch, and they roll in here on the Creek Bank tonight, looking to extend that winning streak and advance to the semifinals and stay alive in the hunt for the 3A state championship. And Ohatchee will do all they can to prevent that from happening. Hey, we're going to grab a quick timeout. We're back with more of high school football action coming up, presented by Snow Timber Company.
Griffin Laser Engraving in Lincoln is your authorized local dealer for personalized Yeti products. Get your Yeti customized for your team, a business, or a special event. Your color, graphics, even photos. At Griffin Laser Engraving, we make it the way you want it. Order just one or hundreds, and you'll find a full line of Yeti coolers and accessories on hand, even the hard-to-find items. Nationally recognized, but right here at home in Lincoln for quality awards, trophies, powder coating, and personalized Yeti items, Griffin Laser Engraving. Advantage Tire and Alignment on Highway 202 in Anniston is so much more than just a new tire and rim shop. There's not enough time in this ad to tell you all the many things they can do to help keep your car in tip-top shape. Advantage Tire uses ASE certified technicians, so you know any work done is top-notch. Bottom line, if it needs repaired or replaced, they can probably do the job and save you money. And when it comes time for new or used tires and rims, Advantage Tire and Alignment price.
Ohatchee, we saw them lose that one game earlier this season in overtime in a classic game to the Weldon Panthers. And, of course, there you see the both teams prolific offensively, both good defensive football teams, Coach.
Right, they're both excellent defensive teams, and you're seeing a mirror image of each other, so, you're looking for a very explosive game.
The one scary thing might be if you look at the only common opponent, that was Welborn, who beat Ohatchee and lost 62-13 last week to Fyffe.
No, that's what's scary, and that sort of plays into it, and they can play, in favor of Ohatchee because they can take them light, or it can play in that, against them, meaning that they feel like they can just come out and just run the ball down their throats.
Now, Coach, I know Jim had a question for you that he wanted to ask here in the pregame show. Jim, if I can get you back in here, I know you wanted to get Coach's thoughts on when you're facing an opponent like a Fyffe.
Well, Fyffe or anybody else, Coach, I mean, when you're looking at a situation where you're going against somebody that it just looks undoable, what do you do?
Well, you tell them to throw the monster out the room. That's what you have to do. And a prime example, is they can be beaten. And you have to understand they have a few thoughts in the back of their head, too. Like Fyffe has won 42 straight games, and they don't want to be the team that lose the first game, and that can cause them to be a little bit tight and make mistakes. And then on Ohatchee's side, you have to tell them to play for pride. Quick example was I played hoop on a basketball game Tuesday, and they're the defending 7A runner-up. And they got me down by 20 in the first half, and I told the girls I didn't feel like they were 20 points better than us. And the second half wasn't about X's and O's. It was about playing for pride. So we came back in, and we outscored them 22-9 in the third quarter. So that let us know that we were capable of playing. But the mistakes we made early enabled them to still be able to beat us. So they can be beat. you just got to tell your guys to play with pride.
Number 70, Tucker Wilkes.
Well, you certainly will have a tall task tonight. There's no question about that. With Ohatchee rolling in here again, 42-game winning streak, and coming off a blowout of a very talented Wellborn football team last week. Let's go ahead and get your starting lineups put up there. We'll start with the Fyffe Red Devils tonight. Our starting lineups are presented by District 40 State Representative K.L. Brown, proud to support the Indians and represent the entire Ohatchee area in the Alabama legislature. The starting lineups offensively for the Fyffe Red Devils. Two guys, Ike Rowell, Hunter Gillian. Two guys to watch, and old Brody Dalton, 6'4", 240. Guys to keep an eye on offensively tonight for Fyffe. Flip it over as you look at the defense for the Red Devils, and very strong defensively as well tonight. Are the Red Devils only giving up 6 points a game. Look at that. All seniors, 10 seniors and 1 junior defensively for the Red Devils. Talk about a veteran team, Coach.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what you want, and with the program they got, they're actually able to do that and then come back next year and then just reload again. They don't rebuild, they reload.
They reload, absolutely. Now let's take a look at the Ohatchee Indians first up offensively. And obviously the two guys down below there, Eli Enos, Noah Fuller, they're going to, how they go is still going to go the offense, Coach. But I think another key guy is Trey Pesnell. I think they're going to have to get the ball and throw the ball a little bit to score on this Fyffe team.
Well, that gives them a third option. You know, they kind of used Trey a little bit last week, and they got him the ball on some jet sweeps and on a couple of passes. So he's definitely, I'm sure he's definitely in the game planning for Fyffe.
Flip it and look defensively at the Indians. Aiden Simpson is the guy that stands out at that linebacker for the defensive end position, but plays a lot like a linebacker, Coach.
But he is a linebacker. I mean, he's a linebacker on the line of scrimmage. That's all he is.
And, of course, that's going to be important, the run-stopping ability of Ohatchee tonight, because Fyffe is going to run the football. That's what they do. They don't throw it a lot because they don't have to throw it a lot.
I mean, if you don't have to do it, you know, hey, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it, you know.
That's your starting lineups tonight, presented by District 40 State Representative K.L. Brown, proud to support the Indians and the entire Ohatchee area in the Alabama legislature, as we start to see the captains for the Red Devils making their way along. Actually, the team making their way out. Of course, we're about to have the opening coin toss coming up here in just a few minutes, waiting on the captains for the Ohatchee Indians to make their way out onto the field of play as well, as we are just minutes away from getting this one going tonight. Andrew Stanley will be our head official tonight as the Red Devils bring the captains out. And, of course, only one can go out to the midfield stripe tonight. Once again, I want to thank our presenting sponsor of tonight's action. That is Snow Timber Company in Ohatchee. Snow Timber is your go-to resource for all your timber and land management needs. They buy and sell timber, everything from clear cut and replanting to thinning and routine harvesting. They do land clearing, build and maintain roads, estimating and total land management services are all available. You call Chad Snow at Snow Timber Company at 256-689-2572 and let him guide you through all your timber and land management needs. So the Red Devils are here. We're waiting on the Indians to show up and get the coin toss and then get this ball in the air. And I don't know if there's been a more anticipated matchup really over the past few years. I mean, you look forward to these types of games, Coach, and that's what we as broadcasters and you and being a coach, you got to look forward to these moments.
You do, and what's strange, I mean, extremely strange about this situation is that both of them do the same thing. So when you watch game film, there's really not a whole lot you're going to prepare for because you do it every day in practice. The thing that it boils down to is the fact that who wants it more, and that's what's going to happen tonight. Whoever wins the line of scrimmage is going to win this game.
And we're just about set for tonight's opening coin toss. Tonight's opening captains meeting and coin toss is presented by the town of Ohatchee. Mayor Steve Baswell and the Ohatchee City Council wish to welcome all of tonight's viewers and to invite you to visit Ohatchee's attractions, including Neely Henry Dam and Tin Island Park, historic Janney Furnace Park, and Harts Ferry Park, all here in the Ohatchee area. Again, our head official tonight is Andrew Stanley, and we are just about set for this one. Captain for the Indians, that is going to be number 40, Aiden Simpson. And for the Fyffe Red Devils, Malachi Mize, number 37. As the captains head out to midfield, and we will send it out there and get you set for the coin toss. Here's head official Andrew Stanley.
Welcome tonight to the Creekbank Friday Night Network. Thank you for coming and covering tonight's game. once again on the Creek Bank Tonight Friday Night Network.
There is the coin toss, and I believe Fyffe, I think, has won that toss, and they have elected to defer, I believe. Well, let me correct myself. That is Ohatchee who wins the coin toss. They have elected to receive the football. So Fyffe will play defense on this one. Again, a coin toss and opening captain's meeting presented by the town of Ohatchee. Mayor Steve Baswell and the Ohatchee City Council wish to welcome all of tonight's viewers and to invite you to visit Ohatchee's attractions, including Neely Henry Dam and Tin Island Park, historic Janney Furnace Park, and Harts Ferry Park, as we are just about set for this one. And, Coach, I'm telling you, I haven't been more excited for a game all season, that's for sure.
No, I can't wait till they kick off and you get started, you know, first snap, you just can't wait, man, because both of these teams are so excited, and I just want to see what Ohatchee brings out here, you know. I know they're not going to lay down.
No, are you surprised they took the ball on offense?
Not really, because again, you don't want to play defense and get other teams, you know, as great as they're supposed to be as a 45 a game, you don't want them to jump out ahead and kill your morale, you know. So at least the offense had an opportunity, you know, to score first.
Indians just about ready to burst through that banner. The Red Devils already across the way, and here comes Ohatchee, all in red tonight. As you can hear the crowd reaction, we have a packed house here on the Creek Bank tonight. Every ticket that was available to be sold was sold for this one. And, of course, as we get ready for kickoff, we'll remind you again, this is subscription only. You will have to subscribe to see the game. We're going away to NFHS Network in just a few minutes. There is the sign up where you can go ahead and subscribe. And, folks, I would highly recommend it. You don't want to miss this one.
Absolutely. Hey, if you care anything about football, you don't want to miss this game.
You do not. All right, ready to go will be Brody Dalton, who will kick it deep for the Red Devils. Noah Fuller will head back deep. Also, Eli Enos is back there along with Trey Pesnell deep for the Indians.
And Grady, you're talking about 6'4", 240-pound kicker.
Yes, sir. He was also a tight end and a defensive end, and he is a grown man.
Absolutely.
And it looked like in warm-ups that he has a good leg. We'll see if Fyffe will kick it deep and make Ohatchee play the long field. Dalton